I love manatees too.
Yeah, man, they're the best sea cows.
All right, we're starting. We're starting off.
Get in here. Oh, let's see.
So we're deciding whether or not to mulligan. And, oh, nope.
Yep, both keeping. And Adam has a Faithless Looting, turn 1 on the play. Let's see what he discards here. Looks like he has an Unburial Rites in his hand. And, yep, he is discarding a Lingering Souls and an Unburial Rites to that Faithless Looting. Now, that puts him in a pretty good spot here. You know, if he trackers Instincts into an Inferno Titan or an Elishnorn, on turn 4, he's going to be presenting a pretty impressive threat. And Jeff Hoogland's going to have to, you know, answer it, or else he's going to be in trouble. Jeff Hoogland cracking his Evolving Wilds in response to that Lingering Souls. I doubt there's going to be any other action here, but...
Yeah. I mean, even this is still pretty decent. It's like, it's not
yeah,
awful.
I mean, he made two 1/1 flyers on the second turn.
I actually haven't seen a lot of this deck. I played against it a few times on Magic Online, but...
Quite a good deck.
Yeah.
It's my favorite standard deck to play right now.
Yeah.
I played it a good amount. Adam Boyd heard tell from many other people that he has been playing this deck exclusively on Magic Online for weeks.
Really?
And been doing extremely well with it.
That's good, yeah. I mean, if you're comfortable with the deck, you can do a ton of... You can do really, really well in tournaments if you just stick with it and it doesn't just get completely hated out by a format.
Yeah, so now Jeff falling to 18 here. Adam's able to get aggressive with those Lingering Souls tokens. And let's see what he has here. And that's Tracker's Instincts. Let's see what he can reveal at the top of his deck. He gets, an Elishnorn. So he's going to put that Llanowar Elves in his hand, and then that Elishnorn's going to go to his graveyard. And does he have a land drop here? That would be pretty good if he did. And it can cast the Llanowar Elves.
Yeah.
All right, now he has no white mana to flash back this Unburial Rites.
Not yet.
But the moment he does find that white mana, Jeff Hoogland is going to be
it's the only Llanowar Elves, too.
What hit him?
Pass the turn. Draw. Do we get there?
Does not look like... Oh, yes, he did. It's a Shimmering Grotto.
Yep.
And Unburial Rites. And let's see, it's a Mana Leak from Jeff.
Yeah.
And, yeah, Adam coming in for another 2.
Still applying pressure. Jeff takes his turn.
Gonna take a gander through Adam's graveyard. Adam with another Tracker's Instincts in that graveyard. You know, Jeff's deck is really focused on outcarding his opponent, and you know, Freets, when unmolested, can outcard just about anybody.
Yeah.
Nile Spellbomb is going to be pretty good here.
He's going to force Adam to go on the attack you in the air plan, which...
Well, I mean, pretty interesting here. Adam can just flash back that Tracker's Instincts because Jeff didn't get aggressive with that Nile Spellbomb. And, oh, no, Adam's just going to start beating with these Lingering Souls tokens. I like this. Now, it's weird. Like, Jeff's deck's pretty well equipped to handle this type of attack. I mean, he has a lot of Ratchet Bombs. I believe he has 3 Ratchet Bombs in his main deck. And Forbidden Alchemies to find them.
It still presents a very, very fast clock.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Jeff
next
to deal with.
Next turn, it's going to put Jeff down to 6. Jeff only has, you know, 2 more turns before he dies. Like, 1 more turn after this, and then he's dead.
Right.
That's a Despise. So Adam's going to reveal his hand, and he shows him, look, I've got
some lands.
A Mulch, an Unburial Rites, and 2 lands.
Spies whiffs. Pass the turn. Can't afford to start taking beats from Llanowar Elves here, too.
Yeah, I mean, then it would just be really bad because then you would die to swing from just about anything.
Yep, we're going to...
All right, so
this is
our
route to victory.
Yeah, Jeff down to 6 now, and those Lingering Souls tokens will be lethal if they're able to hit him next turn. But
forces Jeff to find a Ratchet Bomb.
Yeah, he really needs a Ratchet Bomb. If he finds a spot removal spell, it'll buy him one more turn, but
yeah,
you know, he needs a Ratchet Bomb or something like that. He's going to have a chance here. Adam playing this game really well, knowing when to switch gears. Saying, all right, my reanimation plan is turned off by your Nihil Spellbomb. I am going to kill you by attacking you with these 2/1/1 flyers. The Gavany Township makes those into a pretty fast clock. And Jeff's going to use his Nihil Spellbomb aggressively here.
He's got to find a card quick.
Yeah, needs to find something. And did he find it? Well, it's legally he's going to cast Forbidden Alchemy and go looking for it. Oh, Liliana. And that's definitely not going to be enough.
Sacks guy.
Yeah. So Adam sacrificed a creature. Adam chose to sacrifice the Llanowar Elf. Jeff's going to attack Adam. Adam's going to fall to 18 here. But not going to be quite good enough.
Bring the beats.
This top 8, very exciting. There aren't really many mainstream decks in this top 8. Red-green being the deck that is the most mainstream out of all these top 8 decks here. Jeff falling to 3 here. That Lingering Souls token is now lethal. One more hit, and that's the end. A mulch from Adam Boyd. Let's see what he can find here. And a Lingering Souls goes into his graveyard, and that's going to be pretty rough for Jeff because now Adam doesn't have to cast that Lingering Souls, and he knows that Jeff has multiple Ratchet Bombs. So he's just going to pass the turn here without flashing back that Lingering Souls, and then Jeff's going to be forced to find either a spot removal spell and a Ratchet Bomb. Oh, is he flashing back that Lingering Souls? That does not seem like the correct thing to do. I don't think he would do that. No. Adam's too good to do that.
He's thinking about it.
And there can be an argument made for it, but no, another mulch. Okay, I like it. Yeah, that seems much better. Oh, he does flash back. Okay. In some ways, this isn't good because, I mean, it's really going to force Jeff to have a Ratchet Bomb or Black Sun Zenith, and then Jeff's going to have to tap a lot of mana in order to do that. Not if it's a Ratchet Bomb, obviously, but...
and he just picks it up.
Just packs it in. Adam Boyd taking down game 1 here.
Turns out the main deck spell bombs were not enough.
Yeah, not enough. Adam was able to, switch gears, go on the Lingering Souls plus Gavany Township plan.
A very good plan to...
Yeah, just switch gears. Really nice.
Drive down to Frowntown.
Yeah, take his opponent on a tour of Frowntown. All right, so here we are. In between games 1 and 2 of the quarterfinals, the Star City Games Standard Open here in Des Moines, Iowa, and you know what that means. That means we're going to give away 3 free months of Star City Games premium content.
3 free months?
3 free months. A whole trimester of free premium content.
That's not
now, all right. So
3 months.
3 months. Free premium content.
That's a lot of months.
That is a lot of months. Now, there's been a deck that is, everybody thought dominated this format. Everybody was under the impression that this deck was just miles better than all the other decks. The Grand Prix last weekend, basically the top 2 decks you're watching, it was just a mirror match, and everybody was kind of getting frustrated and saying, this deck is, the format's become so homogenous. But that deck only put 1 copy of itself into the top 8 here this weekend. I'd like to know what deck I'm talking about. What is the menace of this format? What is the deck that everybody was aiming to beat that only put 1 copy of itself in this top 8? The deck that earlier today I said there would be 5 or more copies of in the top 8. I was wrong, and I'm happy I'm wrong. I want to know what that deck is. Do you know what that deck is?
I think so.
Probably do.
First person to tweet it gets...
Yeah, so tweet your answers to hashtag SCG Premium.
Get some free months of premium.
So again, the question, to simplify it, is...
Not first.
It's not his first, it's just at random. The question to simplify the question is... Which deck did I say would have 5 or more copies of itself in this top 8? Yet there was only 1 copy.
All right. Well,
yeah. So
while we wait for that to happen.
While we wait, you guys can again tweet your answers to #SCGPremium, and you know, you may find yourselves with 3 free months of Star City Premium content, and then you use that premium content to read excellent columns by masters of the game like Brad Nelson, Jerry Thompson, Brian Kibler.
Yeah. All very, very good.
Mm-hmm. Occasionally, I even write for them.
Yep.
I'm so excited that we're going back to Ravnica.
Yeah, no kidding.
Announcement was made earlier today. Went back to Ravnica in the fall. Hook is apparently a return to the City of Guilds.
Yeah. That was a fun city to be in.
I'm an Izzet mage.
It's really, really far from Frowntown. Little did you know.
It is so far from Frowntown. Oh man, they should just call it Smile City, Ravnica. I love Ravnica.
Smile City.
If I could move there, I would.
I don't know. That's gotta be a rough place to live. It's
like saber-tooth alley cats coming at you. Like, what the heck? Good thing I got my Sword of the Parents.
Oh god.
Card was sweet. Sword of the Parents. That card is the card that most often led to opponents being dead when they did not know they were dead. For me.
I don't even remember what that card does off the top of my head.
It's an equipment, and if the creature it's equipped to is tapped, all creatures you control +2/+0, and if the creature it's equipped to is untapped, all creatures you control get +0/+2.
Okay.
And you can pay mana to untap the creature, so with damage on the stack, it used to be kind of insane.
Ah.
Yeah, but at a tournament at Nationals that year, I had one match where it was basically a win and in, and I attacked my opponent, and I had Sword of the Barons on one of my guys, and I just attacked everybody. And he was like, okay. And I was like, do you want to block? He was like, no. I was like, okay. And like the game was like close at that point, I was like, all right, so I win. And he was like, no. I got a 6. And I was like, no, you're dead. And I like added it up for him, and he like picked up Sword of the Barons and read it. He's like, oh, well, I'm going to block. I was like, I'm sorry. I feel really awkward about this because I don't want to be mean, but
yeah. I think the
most he didn't block. Like I even gave him a chance. I was like not fishing at all.
I think the most card that I've killed people with and they just had no idea was Savage Beating with Entwine. That is, I top 8 at a PTQ in Mirrodin Sealed, just casting Savage Beating all day.
Savage Beating.
Yeah, just like a bunch of mirrors. They're like, oh yeah, I'm a really healthy lifetime. Like, Savage Beating with Entwine. Like that's 1/2. God, I'm dead.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
I didn't know I was dead until I was dead.
Yeah. Sometimes you just die.
Yeah. So I mean, we just watched game 1 of this match.
Yeah.
I was impressed by how Adam Boyd played that game.
Yes. He definitely. I think he just didn't get tunnel vision into the route that the deck like normally tries to take. He's just like, well, I'll just kill you with 1/1s and then try. If that doesn't work, I'll find any way to do it later. So I mean, he definitely has a lot of experience with this deck. Definitely knows what he's doing, and took Lingering Souls to victory.
Yeah, pretty awesome. You know, he's the type of guy who, you know, if one plan doesn't work out, he's happy to move on to another plan and succeed at doing that. You know, his friends all bail on him and he can't go see the Hunger Games with them. He's like, oh man, this is the worst. And then Back to the Future's on TV and he's like, whatever, done. You know?
Which Back to the Future one?
Oh man, it's got to be the one with the hoverboards.
Okay, all right. I'll take it. Sold. You've had me at hoverboard.
When I was a kid, I thought I was going to have one of those when I grew up.
I mean, there's still
Never
time.
happened.
3 more years. The movie takes place in 2015.
Oh, the movie takes place in 2015, Jesse just informed me.
That's
so.
what's awesome about having our video guys over there. They just...
Oh, man. They're
him
just,
and Jeremy just
full
know
of these knowledge
so many
nuggets.
random things about videos. Just be like, what was that one video, that one movie where something happened? And they're like, it was this one, came out on this day, this was the director, these were the 4 starring actors. I'm like, how do you know that? All right, so we have a few more years before we have to lock up the hoverboard plan, and then here's Jeff went down to 6 cards.
That's my like life plan. I'm gonna be a pro hoverboarder.
Oh, he's mulliganing again. You like my segue there, don't you? Oh, talk about Back to the Future, and we're mulliganing now. All right.
All right, Jeff Hoogland going down to 6 cards here. I want to take my hat off to Jeff because his deck is sweet.
Yes, I agree.
I want to know where he came up with this deck. I want to know if he came up with this deck.
Yeah, I know.
This is a sweet deck.
I feel like whenever you top 8 a tournament like this with a deck of your own, that's just a victory. You don't even have to win.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just,
I mean,
just doing well with your own creation.
it's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And this deck is cool.
It is.
It has a
It is
lot of
very,
angles.
Very cool. I mean, just it can do so many fun things. You know?
It's just, and it's fun in the ways that you want to be fun. You know,
Right.
it's not fun in like.
It's not fun in the way of like
and I just automatically
five
win,
mana,
you know?
untargetable.
Yeah.
Angel.
That card, I'm actually fine with that card now that it's a legend. For the record. So for those of you who weren't here earlier, when we were going over some of the cards that Mark Rosewater had spoiled to Twitter, I was just given the text of the cards, not the fact that this new Angel was a legend. So I thought it wasn't a legend, and you couldn't image it or metamorph it, so that it was just like this unkillable, like I play it and now you got a race thing.
Jeff's happy with this 5, or happy as he can be with his 5. Plays Hinterland
Doesn't he have
Harbor.
6 now?
I thought he mulliganed twice. Yeah, he mulliganed down to 5.
Oh, he went down to 5. That's not good.
Adam starts off with a Avacyn Pilgrim.
Jeff with all 3 of his colors, despite that mulligan to 5. It's got to be a nice thing for him. And a Ratchet Bomb. Ratchet Bomb really strong against Adam. One of the cards that Jeff would have really liked to have drawn in Game 1, but he just could not find.
Mimic Vat.
And Mimic Vat is
And
going
we have our
to
new
put
plan.
Jeff in a pretty weird spot.
Adam's full of plans. He's like,
Man.
that was gonna be rough, but I'll just go this route instead. This is easier. It's like the shortcut cheat code. He's got his Game Shark.
Yeah, like his power went out while he was watching Back to the Future, and he was like, whatever.
Whatever. I'll just draw it on Etch-a-Sketch.
I'll just... Good thing that my neighbor just came by with his set of Risk. We can just play Risk all night. He's always got a plan. Triple Copperline Gorge for Adam. You don't see that every day.
All right. Not a whole lot happening from Jeff, but he is on a mold of 5. He's got the Ratchet Bomb too. We're gonna start attacking. Yeah, Adam doesn't care at all. I'm going to find a way to reduce your life to 0,
Yeah.
says Adam Boyd.
Yeah, now Jeff is going to get a nice 2-for-1 here with that Ratchet Bomb. To help make up for that mulligan a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, now he's only behind by a little bit. Adam's going to use his Mimic Vat to make a copy of Avacyn's Pilgrim during Jeff's end step. And coming in for another 5. Jeff done a 10 already. Adam passing the turn. Adam not with much action either.
Enough action though. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
This is a Worm Coil.
A Worm Coil engine, pretty impressive thing.
Yeah, definitely. It's still scary though. Like if Adam kills that, he just gets Worm Coils all day.
Yeah, it's
Mimic Vat seems like such a good plan against these things. Faithless Looting. Draw.
Adam going Ancient Grudge hunting right now.
It's a fun game.
Oh yeah.
That's what Adam does whenever his TV goes out when he's watching Back to the Future.
Yeah.
He's hunting for Ancient Grudges. It's practice. Good practice.
Adam choosing not to flash back that Faithless Looting. Interesting. I wonder if he brought in the Ancient Grudge. Perhaps not thinking about the Worm Coil engines.
We'll find out soon enough.
That's a Glissa.
It's got to read it. I'd probably have to read it too.
Yeah.
Whenever somebody plays a card that you're not used to seeing, it's always just a safe bet. Make sure that it doesn't do anything crazy that you're not 100% aware of. Those are the worst.
Yeah. I mean, this is a pretty rough spot for Adam. Because, so Adam, right here, if Glissa was not there, when Jeff attacked with that Worm Coil, Adam could make a guy with his Mimic Vat and then triple block, and then have the dreaded Worm Coils forever.
Right.
But spot's a little bit different. Now, if Jeff has a removal spell, Adam would get really blown out if he did that. But however, if Jeff doesn't have a removal spell, Adam, I think just taking the Worm Coil engine might just be good enough, right? I mean, it forces Jeff to have Ratchet Bomb every single turn.
Yeah.
For the Worm Coil token that gets made, and then
Make a dude. And that's what we're going to do. Yep.
Triple block. Jeff popping up to 16 here.
Yeah, and we're going to take that Worm Coil. Nope. Just kidding. That was a really good play by Jeff.
Yeah, that was very nice by Jeff. Jeff using the Buried Ruin to save his Worm Coil engine.
And this is where Jeff's deck starts to regain the card advantage it lost during the mulligan.
Yeah, and now Jeff's able to just recoup this mulligan beautifully now.
He's definitely in a really good spot now. Or a much better spot than he was previously. Adam's got to start digging for a new route to victory.
Yeah, now he needs an Inferno Titan.
Oh, and we got our tokens.
Yeah.
Can't forget those.
Those are important.
They are.
All right, let's see. Did Adam find... What did he find?
Discarding Abyss of Pilgrim Unburial Rights.
Yep. Passing the turn now.
That's the turn.
Not looking good for Adam here.
No.
Yeah, and Jeff, despite that mulligan down to 5.
Adam could not take advantage of that.
No. Look at this.
We're going to attack.
Yep, Adam falling down to 11 from the stack. And Worm Coil engine comes back down for Jeff.
It's probably going to be good enough just to seal this game up.
Yeah.
Oh, we drew an Elishnorn. And we have a Worm Coil.
A Worm Coil engine for Adam. And, that...
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
Might
keep him alive for a
turn it
little while.
around. Jeff goes into the tank.
No, Jeff's got a little bit of a decision to make. As we can see, his hand posture is definitely, I'm making a difficult decision right now. This is a difficult decision.
Yeah.
Mimic Vat makes strange things happen. Mimic Vat is very difficult to beat when your opponent has a Worm Coil engine. Gliss of the Trader, also very difficult to beat.
Yes.
Jeff has a Ratchet Bomb in his hand. Definitely relevant here with the...
He's going to throw his Worm Coil under the bus. Get his tokens, and...
Jeff just attacks with the... Adam needs some Worm Coil tokens.
Yep. Not for very long, though. We have Ratchet Bomb to take care of those pesky things.
Yep. However, he can just get more tokens. But then Jeff can just kill those tokens with his Ratchet Bomb, and then get the Ratchet Bomb back again.
Hey, look.
Look, it's Joey Pasco, our fellow SCG Live commentator.
Super good guy. I like him.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
We got a Lingering Souls.
Lingering Souls.
kind of interesting to. That Ratchet Bomb is just gaining so much value now.
Yeah, I mean, the Wretched Bomb is already so good at this point.
Already
Adam
really
kind of
good.
just wants him to use it, but it's,
Yeah, I guess.
he's probably going to use it anyway because he can just use it main phase, and then I should probably be a little quieter because they won't be able to hear me, but he can just use it main phase, and then it'll come back to his hand because of the Glissa.
Right.
And then he can recast it again, and then if Adam decides to make a guy, he can. It's
a vicious cycle.
yeah. All right, so Adam activating this. And
Get some more guys.
get some more guys. Replays the Ratchet Bomb. It's so interesting. Such a strange game that's going on right now.
I agree. Pop Ratchet Bomb.
Yeah.
Kill the tokens.
Yeah, this game could go on for a very long time.
Yeah. Jeff needs a way to get rid of that Mimic Bat. Flashback Lingering Souls. The best part is Jeff only needs one Ratchet Bomb.
Oh yeah.
It's not like he just has to keep drawing it every turn. He's good to go. One step. Make a Yo MTG taps token.
Huh, and Jeff stopped applying pressure there, which seemed a little odd to me. Let's see what Adam has for us here.
Jeff draws a second Ratchet Bomb. How many ways does he have to deal with this Mimic Bat? He's got a Silvark replica. I'll do it.
Ooh, a Phantasmal Image from Adam. That's going to be good enough to deal with that Glissa.
Yes.
Jeff may very well likely have another Glissa in his hand, though, at this point.
Deck relies very heavily on Glissa. Plays 4. Seems very reasonable to have many of them. We're going to... Doomblade.
Doomblading Adam's Wormcoil token. Adam going to be fine with that. Those make those.
Pop the Ratchet Bomb.
Jeff popping the Ratchet Bomb. Turning the Ratchet Bomb back to his hand. Going to allow this Phantasmal Image to resolve, it looks like. Which will kill his Glissa. It looks like he does not have another Glissa in his hand. Otherwise, he wouldn't have tanked that
There goes
long over it.
Glissa,
but
and the tables have turned a little bit.
tables have turned. Adam able to fight his way out from under that.
Instead,
Adam making a Wormcoil token.
make a token. I feel like I've seen this turn happen before.
Yes. As have I.
And we're going to play Elishnorn.
Elishnorn.
There we
So
go. We'll get some
big.
sound effects for him. If he's not going to make them, I will.
Yeah. Ooh, Jeff counting up his mana. I think he may have a Black Sun Zenith. He's trying to see if he has enough mana to kill an Elishnorn with it.
There's one off, right? 3, 6, yeah, he needs one more line.
Yeah, needs Uno Mas, but not a problem. May draw it.
We're going to reread Mimic that.
The problem is, if he does kill it, then Adam can Mimic Vat it, but Mimic Vat on Wormcoil is better than a Mimic Vat on Elishnorn.
At this point, I believe you. That's
In
correct.
some scenarios, that's not true. But
Yeah.
I'd say right now that is true.
Gonna take his worm coil. Seems like a good play now. He can't do any shenanigans with it.
Yep. And just gonna get some tokens.
Trade worm coils.
Mm-hmm. Jeff has a tragic slip for that.
It's been fun, Elishnorn.
But I believe Adam has an unburial rights this yard. Be pretty good.
I think that might be accurate.
Curse of Death's Hold. This is a good game.
Yeah,
it's
it
a
is.
back and forth battle.
Really good for Jeff on a mold of 5 to actually make it a good game.
Yeah. And you remember, Jeff Mulligan to 5 this game.
Pass back to Adam. That Ratchet Bomb's still there holding down the fort.
Adam going to swing in with his Death Touch worm.
It might just be...
Yeah, I think he's going to unburial right sack
Flashback.
the Elishnorn.
Elishnorn rejoins the team.
Mm-hmm.
Took a short break. Gonna make a worm coil. Force him to use this Ratchet Bomb this turn.
Yeah, and this Ratchet Bomb definitely getting played now. Or definitely getting activated.
And bash.
Alright, so just going to correct that. Adam's going to get 2 guys. Correct? Adam has 2 tokens now. Adam has 2 tokens now?
I believe so.
Oh, no, Jeff, I guess, activated after he had blocked the worm coil with the Death Touch guy.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yep, so Curse of Death's Hold in conjunction with the Black Sun Zenith for 6. It's enough to kill Elishnorn. But, I mean, Jeff's still dealing with Worm Coil Engine underneath Mimic Vat. That's a pretty rough combination.
Jeff bought himself a little bit of time.
Think about
but
how long Jeff has survived his
Yes.
opponent having Mimic Vat Worm Coil going.
multiple Ionas. It's just... It seems like a very resilient deck. On a mold of 5.
Yeah.
I love this deck.
Yeah, this deck is sweet.
Adam's probably going to make a guy here. Check for Imperial Rights. Don't think we found one.
I don't think we did. Curse of Death's Hold going to keep Adam off the
Faithlessly.
lingering
Oh, we're
souls.
going to dig.
Adam discarding 2 lands. And this has been a game, man.
Yeah, it has.
This has been a really good game. Both players playing very well here.
He's going to wait till his instep.
That way he can get in for more with it. Pretty reasonable.
Oh.
But a Ratchet Bomb.
Ratchet Bomb spoils some plans.
The best laid plans of mice and men. Alright, Adam. Going
Burial
to
Rights.
cast an burial rights and attempt to return this Elishnorn again. Making
Make a guy.
attack you for
Hiya.
16. I believe Ratchet Bomb will be used to prevent taking 16 life linking damage. This would put Adam up to a solid 35 life.
Go for the throat.
Ooh,
Targeting
go for the
Elish.
throat, gets rid of the Elishnorn. Now he's only attacking for 12 now.
Yep.
Jeff chooses to take it. Goes down to 11 here. Adam jumping up to 31. Adam has it's the Mimic Vat Worm Coil now, and it's pretty rough.
Yep.
Remember, you don't sacrifice the creature, the token at your end step, you exile it, so he does not get the tokens. This way. And Unburial Rights
It never ends.
never ends. See, does Adam just pay for mana link?
No. You don't. All right. He's gonna kill him old-fashioned.
Yeah, kill him with Wormcoil Engines.
Uh-oh. Make a dude.
Yeah. Now Adam's probably a little frustrated that he didn't pay for it. He gets a 3-3. And let's see if the 3-3 beast is Alright. It's just a 2-2 right now, so comes in for 2. Jeff falling down to 11 here.
Jeff's deck is just buying him so much time.
Yeah, it feels like when you have the cylinders running on this deck, it's just extraordinarily difficult to lose. Because Adam's giving him a lot of ways to lose, and he's just not losing.
Yeah. Evolving Wilds for Jeff and pass the turn.
Jeff may be forced to take 7 here. I think that's what's going to happen. Yep, Jeff falling down to 4, and tank may finally be dry.
Adam's got more threats to present. Oh no, just
It's a mulch. I'm going to flash back his barrel rates, returning Inferno Titan. Going to put Jeff down to 1 here.
Jeff needs some serious. He has to draw Black Sun Zenith here.
Yep, needs a Black Sun Zenith for 6. And then he'll be able to deal with the
5,
tokens
right?
also with yes, for 5. He has the curse in play. So Black Sun Zenith for 5. Good enough.
Jeff's like digging through the
This is
graveyard.
a
He's like, how much
game,
more
man.
do you have?
And the answer is he has quite a lot more.
Yeah, I know. He's still got, what, like 4 cards in hand?
Adam's
Jeff, hard-fought battle for Jeff. On a mold of 5, making it a real game. Oh, and that's it.
yeah. Adam Boyd advancing to the semifinals. 21 matches in a row now for Adam Boyd. And yeah, Jeff Mulligan to 5 there. Put up an awesome fight against Freets.
That was a really good match to watch.
Yeah, playing an awesome Glissa the Trader deck. We just watched like really interactive game.
Yeah.